Good morning. It's 9 a.m. on this Saturday, November 2nd, and this morning survivors of breast cancer and supporters of those impacted by it are walking for a cause at the More Than Pink Walk. The opening ceremony kicking off now.
Yeah, they've had a few rounds of some light rain, but our Devin Karp is live at the West Silver Hills Methodist Hospital where it is happening. It sounds like things are fun, and our Stephania Jimenez is actually emceeing the event. So might we be able to hear her in just a bit? We'll see. Good morning, Devin. How's it looking out there?
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, like you mentioned, we've kind of seen some rain coming through the morning, showering from sprinkles to some harder rain, but that has not stopped any of the enthusiasm here. There are more than 4,000 people registered for the More Than Pink Walk put on by the Susan G. Komen Foundation. And if we take a look here, everybody is getting excited. Now, opening ceremony is going to be starting real soon coming up here. Our own KSAT Stephania Jimenez is emceeing the event, and it's beginning with some remarks at the top of the hour. But this is something that's going on over here at the new Methodist Hospital over here in Westover Hills. Now, this is actually the first event that they have hosted here for the More the Pink Walk. Now, here's how it's going to work. Different survivors of breast cancer and supporters of those who have gone through it are going to be here this morning going through a walk to raise money and awareness for breast cancer, hoping to find foundations and cures for the future. Now, we're going to be staying here throughout the 9 a.m. hour and giving you guys some more coverage for some of our evening shows. So in the meantime, I'm going to wait to see what Stephania has, but I'm going to get back with y'all soon. Devin Karp, KSAT 12 News.
And that music's making me want to dance. And I gotta say, here's the thing. I know Devin got caught out in a little rain there, but his hair definitely looks like 90s chic with that middle part.
It got that good volume.
It really did. And we'll
Got that 90s natural volume.
some humidity.
As if he put some mousse in it. But hey, that's that natural San Antonio mousse.
Yeah, humidity out there. It was some light rain. Let's go ahead and take a look at the radar. You can see that we've got some of that light rain moving through San Antonio. Batches of light rain, a little bit less right now, but we do have one area pretty much on the west side, just here along 1604. And then you'll notice there are some thunder showers in northern Uvalde County pushing into northern Medina County. Now, these are kind of weakening, but they're gradually moving to the north and to the east at about 25 miles per hour. Now, the same energy that's producing these storms is going to try to move east into San Antonio in the coming hours. This is where the really healthy rainfall is. And coming up in a few minutes, I'm going to show you how much rain has fallen on these areas that are in extreme drought. We'll take a look at that in a bit, but first I want to walk you through your pollen count. Molds are low today, but with the damp morning, I think we'll probably see the molds go up in the coming hours. So just prepare for some allergies from the molds, and we'll have the latest count, of course, tomorrow reflecting this morning's molds. Now, what do you need to know about the rain? First of all, this morning, expect some damp weather, quick moving showers. From 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., the rain will become more spotty. There's only going to be a 30% chance during those hours for you to see rain in your backyard in San Antonio. And tomorrow, some morning drizzle will be back, but it'll be a warmer afternoon because rain chances only 20% tomorrow. What about after 4 p.m. tonight? I don't think we're going to see any rain. So just to walk you through things, do not cancel your outdoor plans. I'll be showing you where that rain has fallen on the drought, and we'll talk about the rest of your weekend forecast as well. Sarah.
Sarah, thank you. Now to your top stories this morning. We now know the name of the man whose body was found with gunshot wounds in a golf cart along a north side trail earlier this month. The Bexar County medical examiner has identified him as 39-year-old Pete Hosea Castillo. Castillo's body was found last month near Walker Ranch Park on West Avenue. San Antonio police say his body was found wrapped in a tarp inside a golf cart. No word on any arrests in this case. And a judge has denied Heather Rodriguez's request to have her bond reduced. That decision made yesterday in court for Rodriguez, who was babysitting a 1-year-old boy when her dogs attacked and killed him. Rodriguez is charged with injury to a child and child endangerment, with her bond set at $250,000. Rodriguez has not been indicted in the criminal case, at a civil hearing last month. A judge ruled for all 3 of her dogs to be euthanized. That is set to happen next week. And a 16-year-old boy charged in 2 separate murder cases was trying to get the judge to try him as a juvenile, but the judge went the other direction and certified him as an adult for the second murder case. So Rene Gonzalez was put on a GPS monitor as conditions of his bond release for a murder charge from a deadly shooting in October of 2022. He's accused of cutting off that monitor, and while on the run, he allegedly committed a second murder in November of last year. He has been certified to stand trial as an adult in both of those murder cases. For now, Gonzalez remains in jail. A trial date has not been set, but he is facing up to life in prison if found guilty. It's 9:07, 72 degrees. After the break, meteorologist Justin Horn, all 6'4" of him, takes us inside Natural Bridge Caverns for an update on a rare find and how the new technology is giving us answers about the discovery that are shaking up the science world. Way to go, Justin. Love this story. And taking a look outside at the More Than Pink Walk happening this morning. You know, not that rain that they're having, not stopping the opening ceremonies just a few minutes ago. And the walk starts at 9:30. We'll be checking back in with our Devin Karp throughout the morning. So they're at Westover Hills. That's on the far west side. But hey, those sprinkles are kind of just all around San Antonio right now. But Sarah Spivey says don't cancel your weekend plans because that rain is going to lighten up throughout the afternoon. She'll have a forecast for us when we come back.
Up there or down there, whatever's comfy.
Squeezing through muddy crevices in a muggy, dark hole isn't for everyone. But scientist John Moretti is thankful to be here.
Well, we have reason to be excited. This discovery in Natural Bridge Caverns is pretty much unprecedented.
Moretti is on the verge of shaking up the science community thanks to a rare find right here in Natural Bridge Caverns. Cats in a cave? You may be asking, what's the big deal? Turns out cat skeletons are hard to find, identify, and caves aren't necessarily their thing.
We're always able to still explore.
We've always wondered, how in the world did this cat get this far back into the cave and pass up literally thousands of other places where it could have fallen, to its death to finally fall here at this pit? And why would it be coming back into the cave in the first place?
You got it?
They took us to the spot, which is not an easy trek.
You can see the little toe prints.
But it's where this story gets interesting. Turns out 2 different dating techniques are revealing these bones are 11,500 years old. Here's how it all started. In 1963, portions of a cat were found deep inside Natural Bridge Caverns.
They believe the cat fell down this hole 20 feet and then fell down a second hole 60 feet. That's eventually where they would find the bones of that cat.
They were removed and taken to UT for safekeeping. These bones didn't tell us much as there was no DNA present. Then in 2022, cavers found more bones near the same spot. This was a huge find. It was determined that this was the same cat, but this time,
They've been preserved inside the cave for all this time, and there's still proteins present, and still there's ancient DNA present.
Also in 2022, the researchers, by pure chance, found a separate set of bones which dated to the same time. Plus, through the years, preserved cat tracks have been found in the cave.
Steep, and we even have like some claw drag marks, and then they'd fall back down.
Bottom line, they're all rare finds.
Whenever we do find species like this in the fossil record, it's bits and pieces, and at most, maybe 1/2 of the lower jaw. But we have far more than that.
That's a really, really good print right there.
Putting it all together, the discovery could give us a clearer picture of what life was like at the tail end of the Ice Age in the Texas Hill Country.
These big extinct creatures like mammoths, saber-toothed cats, giant ground sloths, they are typical of the Pleistocene, of the Ice Age. And they're going extinct. And the world is shifting towards something much more like what we know.
What's more is that state-of-the-art DNA technology is zeroing in on the species of the cat. which would be the biggest break of all, since cat species are hard to distinguish.
It could be a margay, it could be a jaguarundi, and finally, it could be some extinct relative of either of those species.
None of which call Texas home anymore. The final DNA results should arrive by next year.
Okay, we made it out. We're a little bit muddy, but it was totally worth it. Reporting in National Bridge Caverns, Justin Warren, KSAT 12 News.
I mean,
He's the resident cave guy.
yeah, and he's like not the smallest person we have.
No, he's over 6 foot tall.
I don't know how he does it. Good for you, Justin.
Way
Hey,
to go, Justin.
Thank you for doing.
Very cool story. And of course, we know how susceptible the Ice Age animals were to the climate. And we've got a change in our weather today, Sarah.
It was cooler in those caves, wasn't it?
A little bit. But you know what? Right now, we're enjoying some light rain around the city of San Antonio with heavier storms out to the west. More on those in a bit. But the airport has picked up about 0.03 of an inch of rainfall so far this morning. That's more than we've seen for the entire month of October. It's not much, but it's more than October's rainfall. Right now, the rain not being reported at the airport, but we're in between a few showers here. Visibility down to 5 miles. Here's a look at the authority radar. You can see how in between those showers we are. Really around San Antonio, there's really only one shower that's occurring in northwestern Bexar County, just to the northwest of Helotes. Leon Springs, you're getting clipped by a light rain shower here. This is going to be heading up to Scenic Oaks and Bernie here shortly. Also seeing near Somerset some light rain and some more moderate rain falling near Medina Lake at the moment and just north of Hondo. But take a look out to the west. This is a complex of storms. It is weakening significantly. I'm turning on the radar that's a little bit closer to these storms. It's weakening pretty significantly. I'm going to look at the lightning count. This is a great way to determine if a storm is strengthening or weakening. At one point, we saw over 140 lightning strikes, and now they're down to 85. Still an electrified part of the storm, but it is weakening. And there's been some heavy rain with this falling right now over Lakey near Concan, and then also just to the north of Uvalde and in Uvalde itself. These are moving to the northeast at 25 miles per hour, but the thing is, they're falling apart as they do so. So they may not make it all the way to, let's say, I-10 in Kendall County, but if they do, 1050, rain falling in Uvalde right now, it could make it to Hondo. It would be there at 1040. If it moves into Bexar County, we're looking at like 1145, 11 to noon time frame, but that's a big if. They might fall apart. But these storms out west have produced a lot of rainfall. As I mentioned around San Antonio, we've really only seen a few hundredths to a couple tenths of an inch of rainfall. But when you look at the rainfall amounts from this system, anywhere you see the yellows, that's about 2 to 3 inches of rain. The oranges and reds, about 4 to 5 inches of rain. And then when we compare that to the drought, this is falling right over areas that are experiencing extreme and severe drought. Of course, we could use some more rain, especially across this area in the hill country, but this is kind of where those storms are expected to die out. And around San Antonio, a tenth of an inch is just not going to cut it. When we look at the future cast, you can see that we do see a trend where rain is going to become less in the afternoon. A few spotty showers and storms in the afternoon possible, but pretty much after 4 p.m., our rain chances are going to be done for the day. So when I walk you through your KSAT 12-hour forecast, drizzle and light rain in San Antonio right now, only a 30% chance after noon until about 4, and then it's only a 20% chance, 84 for the high temperature in San Antonio. If you have plans tonight, it'll be a mild evening and breezy. Then our attention turns to Tuesday, because Monday night we get a front move through. Our highs will only be in the 70s on Tuesday and Wednesday. And here's where that colder air is right now. Temperatures in the 40s and 30s across the northern Rockies. That colder air again moving through Monday night into Tuesday. It's not going to be chilly in San Antonio, but it's going to be feeling more like fall. As there's a small chance for rain Monday night with that front moving through, and then it'll just simply be windy and cooler Tuesday and Wednesday. But like the last front, it'll be pretty brief, only a couple of days where temperatures are in the 70s. And so I think if I could communicate a big message today, the big message is don't cancel your afternoon plans just because we've seen some rain this morning, because the rain chances are pretty low. There will be some more morning drizzle tomorrow as well, but less of a rain chance, and even warmer Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like that 87, but it's what it is.
Hey, but you like the rain out there right now.
I do. Gosh, we need that rain. Thank you so much, Sarah. It's 9:19, 72 degrees. We'll be right back. Okay, we're going to check back in with our Devin Karp over at the More Than Pink Walk starting at 9:30 in just a few minutes. Good morning, Devin.
Hey, good morning, y'all. Now, opening ceremonies are just getting ready to start here. If you take a look right now, we've got the color guard ceremony going on right here. I'm going to go ahead and let them do that for just a little bit. Holy cow, y'all. I have got goosebumps from hearing that. More than 4,000 people are at the More Than Pink Walk right now, getting ready as the opening ceremony kicks off. The walk is just about to start as survivors of breast cancer, and supporters of those who have been going through it are here working to raise money, find a cure, and support others who are going through this. So I'm going to go ahead and send it back to y'all as we get started for the walk. I'll let y'all know if I can get some of my steps in too. For now, Devin Karp, KSAT 12 News.
Devin, I just saw Stefania Jimenez take the stage, and things kicking off in 5 minutes. We'll check back in with you. Thank you so much. It's 9:25, 72 degrees. Oh, holiday shopping. I can't believe it's actually here as we enter the month of November. After the break, what discounts you can expect in stores this holiday season.
Tis the season to shop. Though deals can be had any time of the year, the holidays are considered one of the best to nab a bargain. This year, since Thanksgiving falls at the end of November, retailers are rolling out sales earlier than normal, and consumers should be on the lookout for discounts before Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
The month of November just becomes a more promotional month leading in. So I think there's going to be a lot of great opportunities for consumers.
Experts don't expect any major inventory issues this year.
Supply chain has smoothed out over the last few years, and the retailers have been more nimble with their inventory buys.
But with more accurate inventory, consumers looking to buy hot items might want to purchase sooner than later. Once they're gone, they might not be back on shelves before the holidays. If you're on a tight budget, there are steps you can take to save. The first, sign up for loyalty programs.
You'll be the first to know about potential sales. Maybe there's going to be kind of gift with purchase.
Check to see if your credit card offers discounts for certain retailers. Often they'll offer cash back on their website if you click on a promotion and purchase an item using that card, and take into account credit card point boosters. This time of year, retailers will sometimes triple or quadruple the amount of points you can earn on purchases, which translates into savings. Or consider buying secondhand items, especially if you're looking for clothing or luxury goods.
We've seen companies, major companies, promote that. And what it does is it kind of extends the lifespan of that apparel or that product.
Lastly, do your homework and monitor the price of items you're looking for using a price tracker, such as Camel, 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 or Honey, so you know when prices drop. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
It's 9:30 a.m. on this Saturday, November 2nd, and happening right now at the Susan G. Komen More Than Pink Walk that raises money to support those battling breast cancer.
That's right. It was raining earlier, but our Devin Karp is out there now where it's just cloudy and humid. Devin, how are things looking? I see you got some folks there this morning.
Hey guys, things are going great out here. Like y'all said, there's been rain all morning, but that hasn't stopped any of the enthusiasm or passion that people have for being at this event. And here to help explain it with us is a 16-year survivor. Good morning. Would you mind introducing yourself?
I'm Mary Rivera, and I'm here with my husband, my children, my family.
Mary, so talk to me about this. So this is a topic you're intimately familiar with, but you are still here with everybody here. How does it feel to see so much support for the walk this morning?
It's awesome. It's awesome. I got diagnosed in 2008 with breast cancer, stage 2, and I went through a double mastectomy. When I got diagnosed, my husband was in Iraq at the time, so I had my children with me and family that saw me through it. He came home for the surgery because I thought, I'm not having it. My husband needs to be home. I know he's serving, but you know. So it's been a journey. It was a struggle, a lot of pain, a lot of, mental. And as a cancer patient, you still and will always have that in the back of your mind, never knowing if it's going to come back, what's going to happen. But if you have the support of your family, your children, your husband, the community, seeing all these people, and I was just saying that, look at the rain and look at all the people out here. We're making a difference, and that really, I thank God every day for that. 16 years.
Rain and shine, people are still here supporting others and just like you. What would you have to say to anybody who's out here putting in their time on a Saturday morning, braving the weather elements to still be out here for a good cause?
Actually, I was thanking everybody that was in the tents doing their job, people at the food truck. Thank you so much for doing this for us. It's very much appreciated. I just love it. And I love San Antonio and how people come out and just support. And myself, after being a survivor for 16 years, I put myself out there as an advocate and I try to help other cancer patients. So I know I'm doing my part, and I just want to thank you guys too for coming out here and doing this and taking the time out of your day.
Well, fantastic. Well, Mary, thank you so much this morning.
You.
What an inspiring story. And I love to see that y'all's family is here supporting you still to this day. Just one of the many stories of the wonderful, compassionate community that's seen here at the More Than Pink Walk. Now, the walk is actually going to kick off really soon, and we're going to be bringing you coverage right throughout the rest of the hour and for some of our evening newscasts. For now, I'm going to send it back to y'all. Devin Karp, KSAT 12 News.
Thanks, Devin. Great to see a break in the rain there as they start the race. Again, around San Antonio, we're really only seeing a few spotty showers at the moment. You go out to the west, and that's where the thunderstorms are. One moderate shower pushing up toward Bandera, but take a look at this. We got some heavier rain falling near Concan, flashes of lightning near Lakey as well. Now, this part of the storm is weakening significantly, and this entire cluster is generally moving to the north and to the east, but we'll still have a chance for some spotty downpours in San Antonio through this afternoon. There's a lot going on this weekend, including Worst Fest. What I want you to do is not cancel your afternoon plans, because that's when rain chances are going to be less. We've had a damp morning, but this afternoon, really only spotty showers and storms. 83 for the high. Don't forget, we gain an hour in the overnight hours as daylight saving time ends. 87 tomorrow, quite a bit warmer, because even though we'll have some morning drizzle tomorrow, not as much of a chance for clouds to stick around or rain on your Sunday in the afternoon hours. I'm going to walk you through an hour-by-hour forecast as to what you can expect outdoors throughout the day today. We'll take a look at that futurecast, and I'll show you where some of the heaviest rain has fallen so far. Sarah.
Sarah, thank you. Today is All Souls Day, celebrated by the Catholic Church. Yesterday was All Saints Day, a holy day in the Catholic Church. And today is Dia de los Muertos. The day honors our past loved ones. Dia de los Muertos reminds the souls of our loved ones that we remember them, honor them, which is similar to today celebrated by the Catholic Church All Souls Day, when Catholics observe the commemoration of all the faithful departed. We have a great explainer on KSAT.com, the difference about the two and their similarities. Don't forget, we fall back an hour tonight, so move your clocks back 1 hour before you go to sleep. While many people may enjoy or look forward to that extra hour of sleep, some may not be happy about it because it can affect our circadian rhythm, and the time change will shift our sunrise and sunset times. I know all of us at GMSA will definitely enjoy that extra hour of sleep. Early voting for the 2024 election officially has ended, and voters did not disappoint. According to the Bexar County Elections Department Facebook page, 56,786 of you guys went out to vote yesterday. That's a lot. That was just yesterday. So now if you didn't get to cast your ballot during the early voting period, you can still vote on Election Day. That's this Tuesday, November 5th. But there are some things you'll want to know about before you go to the polls. So take out your phone, scan this QR code on your screen. We have information like what you can and can't wear to polling locations, like any kind of political hats, pins, t-shirts. Leave those in the car or at home. The busiest polling locations that we saw during early voting and the least busy locations. You can also just head to our website and you can go over all that information on KSAT.com Vote 2024 tab. The Justice Department says it's sending election monitors to 86 counties in 27 states on Tuesday to ensure the integrity of the general election. That's 49% more monitors since 2020 and the most in 2 decades. The announcement comes amid growing concerns of improper partisan influence and potential voter suppression at some election sites. All 7 of the contested swing states are on the Justice Department's list, along with a mix of dominantly red and blue states. Officials in some red states are pushing back. Since the Voting Rights Act of 1965, the Justice Department had dispatched government officials to voting sites to make sure vulnerable populations have access and to prevent unlawful partisan interference. It's 9:41, 72 degrees. Let's see if that rain is still in some of our live cam shots. Yep, there it is. You can see it's still kind of lingering. The cloud's still lingering. Sarah Spivey says don't cancel your plans though, because things should start to be a little more spotty throughout the afternoon. She'll have a forecast for us when we come back. Oh, welcome back.
We've got some rain on the radar.
This is so good.
Yeah, and I know it's the weekend and a lot of people have plans, but later in the afternoon, our rain chances are going to come down.
Okay.
And around San Antonio, it's mainly just been light, but out west, there have been some storms. So we've got a lot to talk about. Let's go ahead and take a look at TransGuide. 37 at the Alamo Dome. You can see that humidity thick in the air, some ponding on the roads in some places early this morning, some damp spots, some patchy fog as well where it's not raining. And you can see that we've got relatively quiet weather around San Antonio at the moment. Just some spotty showers in some places around the Alamo City inside of Loop 1604. Bernie enjoying some light rain at the moment. moment as well. And then as we take a wider view into the southeast, don't want to forget our friends to the south and to the southeast, Pleasanton, some light rain showers as well near Pearsall. But this is where the thunderstorm activity is right now out to the west. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the radar that's a little bit closer to these showers and storms occurring near Concan and between Lakey. This is kind of where the showers have been just staying really still at the moment between Uvalde and Concan. In fact, we can go ahead and take a look at how many lightning strikes are in this complex, about 86. So we're continuing to see the storm complex weaken a little bit, but it's producing very heavy rain in some of these areas. In fact, let's go ahead and take a look at how much rain has fallen already in some of these areas from these showers and storms. Wow, look at this, right over 55 here in this orange and red area. We've seen 5 inches of radar estimated rain. Near Uvalde itself, just about an inch of rainfall. Near Concan, anywhere you see these yellows, that's about 2 to 3 inches of rain falling between Lakey and Concan. This is where the healthy rain has been. Near Brackettville, 2 to 3 inches of rain as well. And right there on the Kenny and Maverick County border, we've seen about 4 to 5 inches of rainfall as well. It's been a lot less around San Antonio. At the airport, we've only seen about 0.03 of an inch of rain. This is a very slow moving system that's kind of starting to fall apart. So it may get rained out before it can make it to San Antonio. So just keep that in mind. I think our rain chances this afternoon are going to be a lot less. Here's a look at the futurecast. Right around 1 o'clock, again, a few spotty thunder showers possible. And then as we head into the afternoon hours, a little bit less. And then after 4 p.m., I think for the most part, we're going to be done with the rain for the day today. So walking you through your KSAT 12-hour forecast, 40% chance through about noon. And then in the afternoon, 30% chance after 4 p.m. Rain chances go down even more. We'll see about 83 for the high, some peaks of sunshine this afternoon too. Temperatures falling into the 70s later tonight. Speaking of the 70s, we get a cold front on Monday into Tuesday, and our highs will only be in the 70s on Tuesday and Wednesday, which is really nice, fairly close to average. What's average this time of year? At the start of month, upper 70s, by the end of the month, upper 60s, and we usually see about 2 inches of rain for the month of November. But as you know, we had a very warm and dry October, but wouldn't it be nice to see our mornings back in the 40s and 50s? And we'll briefly see our mornings in the 50s, rather, Wednesday morning for us. But again, Election Day looks to be pretty nice weather-wise for us. Do not cancel your outdoor plans. Just keep the KSAT Weather Authority app handy. It has a radar on there. You'll be able to, even has a futurecast on there too, where you can see what time of day if you might get a storm. But again, in the afternoon, less of a storm chance than what we were seeing earlier this morning.
Thank you, Sarah. All right, let's check back in with Devin Carr. He's out at the More Than Pink Walk. Devin.
Hey, good morning, guys. You know, the more I go around, the more I hear inspirational stories from survivors, people who are still going through treatment for breast cancer, because they say one of the most important things is that you can't do it alone. It takes a whole community, and take a look at the community right here that is out this morning at the More Than Pink Walk. We've spoken with so many different families who say that no matter the cause that they're here, it's important that everyone is here together, supporting breast cancer survivors, those going through treatment, and families who have been affected by this. Now, there are more than 4,000 people registered here, and we are getting ready for the walk coming right up as this opening ceremony is just about finishing to kick off. We're going to have coverage for the rest of the hour coming up soon, and for the rest of our evening newscast. Now, I'm going to go see if we can go ahead and get to the starting line and give y'all one more shot before the end of the show. But for now, Devin Carr, KSAT 12 News.
You don't have to cook a full Thanksgiving feast for your house to smell like you did. Campbell's unveiled a lineup of candles that smell like Thanksgiving sides. Those candles are green bean casserole, jalapeno cheddar mac and cheese, apple, fennel, and herb stuffing, and everything bagel seasoned mashed potatoes. Ew.
Really gross.
Yeah.
Campbell says the idea is to experience your favorite holiday side dish flavors beyond the holiday table. It reminds me of when you're on a diet and you smell the chocolate instead of eat the chocolate.
Yeah. Sure. All right, Brett Summer will now last forever. Friday, Collins Dictionary announced brat as its 2024 word of the year. What? The UK-based dictionary publisher has defined it as someone characterized by a confident, independent, and hedonistic attitude.
All right, here you go. Brat became a cultural phenomenon when British singer Charlie XCX dropped her hit album of the same name over the summer. Brat is now one of the most talked about words of the year.
Brat Girl Fall.
Doesn't hit as much as Brat Girl Summer.
Well, Mother Nature's acting like Brat Girl Fall, doing whatever she wants in the 80s still.
Yeah, I know. But hey, we got some rain today.
Yes.
And I'll be back to talk about the forecast coming up.
All right, we'll be right back.
All right, showing you the radar because, again, we've got this complex of storms that's west of San Antonio, but it's barely moving to the north and the east through Uvalde, Leakey. A few flashes of lightning, some pretty heavy rain with this, and also seeing a few gusts of up to 40 miles per hour. Now, this complex may miss San Antonio entirely, but it's something we'll be keeping our eye on. Until then, just know that in San Antonio, after this damp morning, we're really only going to have a 20 to 30% chance in the afternoon for a few showers and storms until about 4 o'clock. So don't cancel your afternoon plans. And then in the evening, it should be dry. Temperatures will be falling into the 70s. In our pollen count today, molds are low at 140, but those molds are likely to be higher tomorrow because of the damp start today. Don't forget, we fall back, gain an hour in the overnight hours. Some morning drizzle tomorrow, a high temperature of 87, less of a rain chance, just a small chance Monday when that front moves through, and that'll drop our highs into the 70s. Looking forward to that.
All right, thank you, Sarah. We do have a major incident at 281 northbound in Hildebrand. I don't know if we can, our TransGuide cameras are showing it, but if this is in your route this morning, I know a lot of people like to head to the Pearl or over to the zoo. It's causing a major impact. This is northbound lanes of 281 past Hildebrand. Two of the lanes have been blocked, and two of the shoulders are also blocked. It was a crash that happened at 9:30, and it's a pretty severe crash according to TxDOT. I don't think any of our cameras are picking it up, but if that is your route this morning, the northbound lanes of 281 near Hildebrand causing a big backup there. So just be aware of that.
Again, we don't really know the cause of the crash, but we do know that some of the roads are damp out there right now. So just please use a little extra caution. Again, remember, make sure to not cancel your plans this afternoon, but have a backup plan to duck inside just in case you run and cross one of those rogue showers or storms.
There's actually two crashes on 281. This one is southbound right before the quarry in the same area where
interesting.
Two lanes are also blocked. So if that 281 right now,
right
north,
at the quarry,
north and southbound at Hildebrand and the quarry are having some issues. Also another crash at Nogalitos and 90 westbound. We have three lanes blocked there. Big incident there happening at 90 and Nogalitos. And this is probably just because of those slick roads Sarah was talking about.
Right.
We haven't had rain in a long time. So even if they get slightly wet, Sarah, it kind of picks up all that dust that's been on the roads, causing just even, minor crashes to be a little more severe.
Absolutely. Please use caution out there. Get that KSAT Weather Authority app. We're going to keep you updated throughout the morning and throughout the afternoon. Only 0.03 of an inch of rain at the airport, but hey, that's more than the entire month of October.
Don't go anywhere. David Elder is going to be live at the start of the show for Texas Eats. He'll also be in Wurst Fest.
Prost.
Hey guys, it's David Elder, and I'm out here at the Alamo Dome for the UTSA versus Memphis football game that is kicking off at 11 a.m. today. And joining me right now is Lisa Campos. She is the athletic director for UTSA. Thank you so much for being out here with us.
Thank you for being out here.
Right behind us, you guys have a great event going on. It is the Texas versus Memphis Barbecue Showdown. It's the first of its kind, but there's a couple more home games happening here at the Alamo Dome this year, right?
Absolutely. We got two more nationally televised games. We want San Antonio to come out. And you see, it's more than just the game. Again, there's barbecue kickoffs, there's tailgating, there's fun games for the kids. So a lot going on. And what better way to support your hometown football team?
It's fantastic out here. Lots of good bites, and especially talking about good bites, we have a brand new episode of Texas Eats coming on right here on KSAT 12 at 10 a.m. And we're going to go out to Wurst Fest, sharing how you can enter to win a huge Wurst Fest giveaway. We're talking tickets to get drinks and food at the event as well. So make sure you keep it right here on KSAT 12. Brand new episode of Texas Eats starts right after.